Our purpose is to help you prepare for work and find a job. Finding a job will help you become self-supporting, and your family will enjoy a better way of life. After you get a job, you will have more money for your family, serve as a role model for your children, increase your self-confidence, and build a future. Employment Services was designed with you in mind. It's not just another government program. It's much more than that. Employment Services staff will be with you every step of the way, providing you with such important supportive services as childcare, transportation, and work and training-related expenses. Employment Services can help you get the job that you need to be self-sufficient. If needed, you'll learn skills that will help you get a job in today's workforce. Employment Services can help you improve your chances of getting a job with private industries, businesses, or public employers in your area. Through Employment Services, everyone wins. You gain a job and a future, and employers gain skilled employees. Who to contact if you have questions. You may have 3 different workers that you will have to contact regarding any questions. If you have questions regarding your Cash Aid, CalFresh, or Medi-Cal, you can contact our service center at 1-888-385-5160. With any employment services related questions, you will contact your employment services counselor. With any childcare related questions, you will contact your PCOE worker. When you become employed, you may still be eligible to receive benefits. This slide will demonstrate how an individual is able to work 32 hours a week, earning $8 an hour, while remaining eligible for potential benefits. If you are a CalWORKS recipient and you are not exempt, you must participate with Employment Services. You are called a mandatory participant. As a mandatory participant, you must keep appointments made by your Employment Services counselor, sign a Welfare to Work plan, meet all Welfare to Work requirements, including the requirements in your Welfare to Work plan. You must not quit your job or lower your earnings without good cause or good reason. And you must provide proof of satisfactory progress in your assigned activity when required. Even if you are not required to participate in Employment Services, you can ask to take part. You would be called a volunteer. You would simply ask your worker at any time how you can begin participating with Employment Services. You do not have to participate in Employment Services if you are under 16 years old and do not have children, if you are 60 years or older, if you are 16, 17, or 18 and are in high school full-time, if you have a disability that is expected to last at least 30 days and would prevent you from working or participating in Employment Services, you must be getting or trying to get the medical help that you need. If you are pregnant and your doctor states that you cannot work or participate, if you are the relative caretaker of a child who is dependent or a ward of the court, or if a child is at risk of placement in foster care and we decide that taking care of this child keeps you from working or participating. If you must stay at home to care for someone in the household who is unable to care for him or herself and it keeps you from working or participating. If you are the parent or caretaker of a child 6 months of age or younger and you are personally providing care for this child. We may ask for proof when you claim any of the above exemptions. Your Employment Services counselor can review your situation at any time. There are many paths open to Employment Services participants. Your path may not involve every activity Employment Services has to offer. Much depends on your education and job history. Remember, the purpose of Employment Services is to help you prepare for work and find a job so you can support yourself and your family. When you start participating in Employment Services, we will review with you your work history, your education, your need for supportive services, and any other information such as potential barriers to employment. We will work together to decide what the best activities are for your success. Job readiness is where many people start. There you will learn many things, including how to uncover the hidden job market, discover what job skills you have, write a resume that will stand out, and understand how to present yourself in an interview. An assessment will help us put together a reasonable plan to help you get a job. The assessment is a tool used to look at your abilities, interests, work history, and education, determine your need for supportive services to get the most out of job and training services offered through Employment Services, estimate your chances of getting a job given your skills and the jobs available in your area, evaluate any physical or mental problems you may have that limit your ability to work or to participate in Employment Services. Special work or training programs are sometimes offered. This can include education that will help you improve your reading and math skills, and perhaps get a GED or high school diploma. If you are not already employed, activities such as work experience enable you to gain knowledge and experience to help you get a paying job. We also offer counseling if you need additional support to get through difficult times in your life and help you get yourself on the road to finding work. These services are free to you. If you need personal counseling to help you participate in employment services, and services are available, we will refer you to County Health Services, who may then refer you to those places in the community that may be able to help you if needed. We understand that you may need more than just training and job counseling to take part successfully in employment services. This is why we will help you arrange and/or pay for your childcare, transportation, and work or training related expenses. Transportation costs up to a certain amount for travel to and from your employment services activities. Work or training related costs for books, tools, and special clothing you need as a part of your employment services activities can be covered. Childcare costs are covered if childcare is necessary for you to participate in employment services activities. You can get childcare for each child in your assistance unit. Also, you may get childcare for a child who lives with you but is not in your CalWORKs assistance unit, if not having childcare would keep you from participating or getting a job. You can choose the kind of childcare you want, such as childcare centers, relatives, friends, or neighbors. We cannot pay for childcare if childcare takes place in your home, if you choose somebody in your assistance unit, the child's legal guardian, the parent, or somebody under the age of 18. Payments can be made to licensed childcare providers and in some cases to persons who don't need to be licensed. If your provider is not licensed, he or she must be fingerprinted and apply for Trustline registration, unless your provider is your child's aunt, uncle, or grandparent. The most we can pay is the rate based on what is normally charged for childcare in your area. Once your situation becomes steady or you leave aid, we will transfer your childcare to Stage 2. You may remain eligible to continue to receive childcare assistance for up to 2 years after you discontinue from assistance. Effective January 1st, 2014, Family Stabilization is a new component of the CalWORKs program that provides intensive case management and services. Family Stabilization is designed to ensure a basic level of stability within a family to allow for participation in welfare-to-work activities. CalWORKs recipients are eligible to participate in Family Stabilization if the county determines that your family is experiencing an identified situation that would interfere with your ability to participate in welfare-to-work activities and services. Family Stabilization provides additional support to families who are experiencing an identified situation or crisis such as homelessness, domestic violence, mental health or substance abuse related issues. If you or your family member are dealing with any of these issues, your employment services counselor is available to help. The goal of Family Stabilization is to increase client success through more intensive case management and the assignment of clients to the additional activities or barrier removal services necessary to ultimately achieve self-sufficiency. If you choose to participate in Family Stabilization, your employment services counselor will work with you and your family to develop a comprehensive plan that assists your family in resolving identified situations or crises. This plan can include assessing the stability of your family's living situation, as well as your physical and emotional health and safety, intensive case management and referrals to appropriate services needed to assist your family, and supportive services for family stabilization activities as needed. Family stabilization is designed to reduce the chances of a recurring crisis, enhance your family's ability to resolve issues, and monitor your family's progress toward making the necessary changes to improve your situation or crisis. What does participating mean to you? If you are the adult in a one-parent household with a child under the age of 6 and you are not exempt, you will have to participate in your assigned employment services activity or activities for at least 20 hours per week. If you are the adult in a one-parent household and your child is over the age of 6 and you are not exempt, you will have to participate in your assigned employment services activity or activities for at least 30 hours per week. If you are an adult in a two-parent household and you are not exempt, you and/or the other parent in your assistance unit will have to participate in your assigned employment services activities for at least 35 hours per week. Please note, both parents may participate to meet the 35-hour requirement, but one must participate for at least 20 hours per week. Also, to receive child care paid with federal money, you and the other parent will have to participate for at least 55 hours a week, unless one of you is disabled or has to care for a severely disabled child. If you are an exempt volunteer, the hourly requirements will be the same as the aforementioned scenarios based on your household size. We may require you to participate in more than one activity at the same time to bring you up to your required hours of participation. You are able to participate in employment services and receive supportive services for 48 months or until you time off of aid as an adult member in the assistance unit. There are limitations for the activities that an adult can participate in within their 48 months. There is a Welfare to Work 24-month time clock attached to your participation. The Employment Services Welfare to Work 24-month time clock allows you more options for participation. When you have used up the 24 months, your activities will have to be in line with federal work activity requirements. Your Welfare to Work plan will indicate when the 24-month time clock is ticking and when you are meeting federal participation requirements. Your 24-month time clock will not tick if an employment services exemption applies, good cause for not meeting employment services participation requirements has been granted, an employment services sanction has been imposed, you are participating in employment services appraisal, assessment, or otherwise in the process of developing an employment services plan, you are participating in job search, or you and/or the second parent are meeting federal work hour participation requirements. When you sign your Welfare to Work plan, you agree to attend the activity or activities and complete them. If you are unable to participate in the activities due to illness, you must call both the activity provider and your employment services counselor as soon as you know you will not be going in. If you are in training or education, you must attend according to the standards of the training or education provider. You will be expected to provide monthly proof of attendance. All employment services participants are required to make satisfactory progress towards completing their activities assigned. Satisfactory progress means that you will meet the expectations and standards of the employer or education and training provider. You will be required to provide proof of your progress on a regular basis. You will be expected to complete each assignment you have agreed to do. If you have a problem and find you will not be able to complete these activities that you agreed to do, you must call your employment services counselor right away. If you are in an education or training program, you are expected to earn a license, certificate, or degree that will lead directly to employment. What happens if you do not participate? We recognize that you may have a good reason for not signing your plan, for not taking part in one of the activities that you agreed to in your activity assignment, for not accepting a job offer, for quitting a job, or for reducing your earnings. Some of the reasons are related to you personally, and some are related to the assignment. As you know, participation in employment services is mandatory. If you do not meet employment services requirements, you have the right to explain why. The county will decide if it is a good reason. Your family's cash aid will be lowered if you fail or refuse to meet employment services requirements without a good reason and do not resolve the problem by meeting with your employment services counselor. You will be required to complete several forms. The release of information allows us to speak with any additional agencies that you may be currently working with. The Welfare to Work Plan Rights and Responsibilities tells you about Welfare to Work, our responsibilities, and your rights and responsibilities as a participant. This agreement applies as long as you are in employment services. Our goal is your goal. We are here to help you develop and enhance your job skills, build a better life for you and your family, give you personal satisfaction, and build your self-esteem. We will work with you providing services based on your individual needs. If we offer you screening or services for special problems such as learning difficulties, we hope you will accept them. These services can help you become a success. Let's get started.